Good morning, students. How are you? I hope you would be healthy and safe at your places. Now, in this video, in this topic, I am taking a new topic, extension in demand and increase in demand as a difference. Students, you can link this topic with my last video that I have sent to you. Okay. Now I am taking here a difference between extension in quantity demanded and increase in increase in demand. Okay. As you know, students, difference in extension in quantity demanded occurs due to change in price. Extension happens when there is fall in price of any commodity. When there is fall in commodity, consumer tends to increase its quantity demanded that he is purchasing. Okay. And the next condition is if other factors remain constant, if other factors remain unchanged, means the other factors that can affect demand of consumer or for a particular commodity remains unchanged, no change there may happen. But in increase in demand, when we talk about increase in demand, this happens due to favorable changes in other factors except price of commodity. Means here, without any change in price of commodity that a consumer is going to purchase, there is no change. But other factors that are related to demand function got changed. Because of those favorable changes, there occurs a change that we call increase in demand for a particular commodity that a consumer purchasing. Students, this change in increase in demand is shown through forward shifting in demand curve. Means we can show this change according to shifting. But which type of shifting? Forward shifting. Okay. And on the other hand, in extension in quantity demanded, downward movement along the demand curve can be used to show extension in demand. Means when you show extension in demand in quantity demanded, we use movement along a demand curve. But which type of movement we use? Students, you can see here a figure. I am taking an easy example. On OX-axis, as you know, we always take quantity demanded for commodity, suppose X. And on Y-axis, we are taking here price, and DX means demand curve for commodity X by a consumer, whatever he may be. Okay. Suppose there is price 5 rupees per unit of a commodity. Consumer is willing or affording to purchase 10 units at all. But when there is fall in price from 5 rupees per unit or per piece, it got now 4 rupees per piece. Consumer's real income got changed. So he can purchase more of the quantity within his income due to fall in price. Okay. Here there is fall in price from 5 units to 4 unit per piece. Consumer can purchase 10 units at rupees 5. Now he can use or he can consume 15 units. And here, students, we can mention this change in quantity demanded at this cost with this point A, and the new condition of his purchasing power has got rise due to fall in price, where he can purchase 15 units of the commodity. We have shown through point B. Okay. Now consumer shifts from A to point B at the same curve. So downward arrow, this one downward arrow shows extension in demand. Okay. Here fall in price but extension in demand. Here we have taken this topic, extension in demand. Okay. Downward movement along the demand curve shows extension in demand. Okay students, I hope you get the idea. Now I am moving forward to shifting that shows increase in demand. Students, I am here again taking OX quantity demanded at x-axis and price at y-axis. As you know, according to given situations, there is no change in price. Price is same, okay? But due to other favorable factors, consumer at the same price is getting more quantities. In his first condition, he was consuming 10 quantities or purchasing 10 quantities at the same price. But now he has extended his demand. Okay, we call it increase in demand because here price doesn't affect at all, but other factors are affecting. Here we say increase in demand as extension in demand. Okay, this is the basic difference. When there is a change in price, then there occurs a change in quantity, that is called extension. But if there is change occurs or increase occurs in demand, we show it through this phenomena, that is called increase in demand. Okay, he is purchasing 10 rupees per piece, 10 quantities, 10 units of good X, and then 20 units of good X, and then at the same price he is purchasing, then he is willing to purchase 30 units of the same quantity at the same price. Here we mention point A, B, C. Through this point we are taking D1, demand curve 1, to indicate his first condition. Now his second stage is mentioning through this point, B point through B, demand curve D2 can be shown, and here we are taking D3 through this condition. These three curves are indicating increase in demand. Increase in demand means demand increases from D1 to D2 to D2 from and to D3, means this is forward shift in a demand curve. Different conditions can be shown through the same curve. Students, now I am taking other difference between contraction in demand and decrease in demand. This is the same. We can show it exactly like this. Only we have to make some little bit changes. Difference in contraction. Difference in contraction in quantity demanded and decrease in demand. Okay students, contraction means decrease. Okay, decrease matlab lesser in quantity, but basic difference is price and other factors. Okay, you have to keep it in mind. Now contraction in demand occurs due to rise in price. When there is a rise in price, consumer tends to purchase lesser of the quantity of good X, suppose. Okay, if other factors remain unchanged, means no other factor is affecting at all on the demand of consumer except price of commodity. And here when there occurs decrease in demand, so unfavorable changes in other factors except price of commodity have impact on consumers purchasing power or consumers purchase. Students, we can show contraction in quantity demanded through upward movement. Okay, this can be shown through upward movement along the demand curve, and decrease in demand can be shown through backward shifting. Very simple concept it is. Backward shifting in demand curve can make clear this topic. Okay, students, the same example I am taking to make you clear this concept. Okay, now we have changed this situation. We can change this situation to show the desired results. Students, suppose there is price 4 rupees per piece and consumer, suppose whatever may be consumer A, suppose is willing to purchase 15 units of the commodity, and this point B indicates his state of this condition. Okay, and now when price goes up from rupees 4 to rupees 5 per piece, now at the increased price, consumer tends to decrease his quantity demanded from 15 units to 10 units. Okay, this shows contraction in demand due to what? Due to price of commodity. And point A indicates his demand, the quantity demanded at this changed price, this rise price. Okay, now his condition, prior condition gets changed to this new condition, means consumers priorities got shifted from B to A, and this upward arrow shows contraction in quantity demanded, because we are taking here quantity demanded a case. This occurs due to rise in price that you can see here. Okay, students, B to A shows upward condition, and this change can be shown through the same demand curve. Okay, and contraction in commodities demand means 15 commodities are now make less as 10 units of the same commodity. And students, here I am taking this condition according to backward shifting. Okay, suppose students, at the same price rupees 10, in his first condition consumer is demanding 30 units, but due to some unfavorable changes, maybe his income got decreased, maybe government policy of taxation also changed, that got unfavorable. Suppose consumer is having no fashion, no trend can be changed according to purchase of this commodity. For the purchase of this same commodity, now consumer decreases its demand. Okay, and same demand curve, suppose D3 shifts backward to D2, and now at the same price he is willing to purchase not 20 units but to 10 units only. Students, again D2 demand curve shows his new condition, that shows decrease in demand. Okay, the backward shifting of demand curve shows the same phenomena, and we can prove this shows backward shifting shows decrease in demand, upward movement shows a contraction in demand. Quantity demanded, here we have to say only decrease or increase in demand. This is the basic difference, price according to, and here price doesn't affect at all but other factors. Okay, decrease in demand, we take only unfavorable changes in other factors according to demand function. Okay, students, I hope in this video you have properly understood what is difference between extension in demand and increase in demand, contraction in demand and decrease in demand. This is very useful and very interesting topic for 4 marks questions that can be asked in your exams. Students, now I am going to take some examples of shifting in demand. There are so many changes in demand, in contraction or extension in quantity demanded. You will not ask any other thing, but there are lots of conditions that you have to prove in shifting forward or shifting backward. I am taking one or two of the examples. Students, now I am going to take our another important topic, that is effect on different topics or different factors on demand. Keep it in mind, there is only demand, not quantity demanded. We are taking effect of other factors that can affect consumers' demand. Okay, that we can show through a forward shift or through a backward shift. I am going to take an example of government policy. Students, government policy consists of two parts, that is tax imposed and subsidy given. Students, as I have told you in my earlier videos, taxation or taxes are compulsory payments that a consumer has to make to government, and these are imposed directly to the consumer, sometimes indirectly as sale tax. Okay, I am taking here tax firstly, and I want to make you clear what is subsidy. Subsidy is a financial assistance that is given by the government to the consumer, that is given by the government to the producer, so that to cut in his cost of production. Okay, I am taking here firstly effect of taxes. Suppose tax got increased. Okay, taxes are imposed on consumers indirectly or directly. Directly taxes means income tax, and indirect tax means sales tax. Okay, suppose there is heavy tax or increase in tax on consumer A. Suppose here is consumer A. We are going to see the effect on consumer A's demand on a particular commodity because of increase in tax. Students, as you know, there is no change in price, but there is change in increased tax on consumers' demand. On x-axis, I am taking here quantity demanded, and on y-axis, I am taking here price of commodity. Students, prior imposing this increased tax, consumer is purchasing, suppose 20 units of a certain commodity X, and his demand curve is D1. Okay, suppose there is increase in tax. Increase in tax means more income to pay as in a form of tax, means more tax decreases his purchasing power. So at the same price, consumer can purchase lesser of the quantity because he has left lesser of disposable income, means income that can be spent on goods and services, that is called disposable income, students. And now demand curve D1 shifts backward to D2. I hope students you got it, the idea what I want to make you clear. Consumer at the same price is able to purchase 20 units, but after imposing more taxes, he now can afford lesser of the quantity of good X. Okay, this can be shown through D1 prior condition before tax imposed, and this is condition when taxes are imposed on him. He can purchase less of the quantity. This shows due to unfavorable change in taxes, consumer can purchase lesser of the quantity. Suppose this scenario gets changed. Taxes are decreased. Suppose government decrease sales tax or income tax. okay, that a consumer had to pay. So this change or shift can be shown through other way. The same I am taking here quantity and here I am taking price. Students, suppose at the same price rupees 10, person is able to purchase only 10 units as I have shown here with the increased tax. But now I am taking this condition, due to decrease in taxes, person's purchasing power got increased. This is his prior condition before decrease in taxes. Okay. The one demand curve shows his prior condition. But after decreasing taxes, person's purchasing power got increased. Now a person can purchase 20 units. Suppose, let it suppose, he can purchase 20 units at the same price 10 rupees because slab of tax got favorable to the person. Now person can afford to purchase 20 units at the same price. Okay, price change doesn't at all, but other factors that got favorable here due to decrease in tax. Okay, his capacity to purchase has been risen. Now this is a new demand curve, D1 shifts to D2. This is which type of change? This is forward change, students. Okay, I hope you got the idea how government policy can change in demand. When there is increase in taxes, consumer got unfavorable change in his quantity demanded of commodity X and demand curve shifts backward. Okay, when he got favorable change means decrease in tax, he can purchase more quantity of the same good at the same price. Okay, how interesting it is, isn't it? Okay. Okay students, come and learn the next most important concept of effect of different factors on demand, substitution effect. This is very important in point of view of your examination. Okay, substitution effect. Before we move forward to substitution effect, you have to make clear, I want to make you clear what is substitute goods. Substitute goods are those goods which can be used in each other's place. Price of one commodity having positive impact on quantity demanded of another commodity. Okay, suppose I am taking here example of tea and coffee. I consider tea and coffee as an example of substitution goods. A person can use tea in place of coffee. Okay, I am here taking effect on demand of tea by a consumer of price of coffee. Okay, price of coffee, how make an impact on demand on tea. Okay, coffee's price may be decrease, may be increase. We can here learn how decrease in price of coffee and increase in price of coffee can have impact on demand of tea. Students, if there is increase in price of coffee, okay, here in this figure I have show you demand curve of tea, and I am taking here quantity demanded of tea by a consumer at the same price. Consumer was purchasing OQ1 quantity at the same price and DT demand curve shows it. Students, think it that when there is increase in price of coffee, according to law of demand, consumers that are consuming coffee are shifting to purchase of tea. They will decrease the consumption of coffee. Quantity demanded of coffee will decrease when there is increase in price of coffee. But those customers will shift towards the demand of coffee. So with the increase in price of coffee, that is a substitute good to tea, has make positive impact on demand for tea for any consumer. So demand curve shifts forward to show more quantity purchased by a consumer in case when substitute of the desired good is increased here, that show in increase in its price. Okay, now I am taking here example of decrease in price. Okay, suppose there is a decrease in price of coffee. Okay, with the decrease in price of coffee, its demanded quantity will increase. Consumers will increase its quantity demanded, and some other consumers who were not having their purchasing power to purchase at that price, now they want to purchase coffee. So demand curve for tea, that was prior tt, now it shifts backward to dt to d dash t, means consumer was purchasing OQ1 quantity at this price, but when there occurs a decrease in price in coffee, this can purchase lesser of quantity of tea and some of quantity of coffee may he starts purchasing. Okay, so demand for quantity for tea will decrease, and OQ1 quantity is decreased to OQ, and demand curve shifts backward, that is shown in this figure from dt to d dash t. Okay students, you can make other effects as income effect, favorable trends, and policy of government, and other so many effects you can show through this shifting and backwardness of the demand curve. Okay students, you have to keep it in mind, if there occurs some changes that are favorable to demand of the particular quantity, that will show in forward shifting. But if the changes in other factors are according to some favorable changes, that is forward shifting, you can show it through forward shifting, and if the changes are unfavorable, then you can show it through backward shifting of the same demand curve. Okay, I will show you the next topic in my next video. Keep watching, keep learning. Till then, bye bye.